It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when it's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play, 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Stephanie!
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
65, 60, let's go.
Inside handoff, Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it? No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
No.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he returns this to the 22.
Okay, ready? Red, 60. Cougar 19.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ready.
6-0 our score after 1. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Cup 19. Cup down. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Now Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Oh.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
He only got 2.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Willis. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Willis takes a snap. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. In motion left goes Jones. Now Willis to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Willis looking to throw it. A pass complete to Adunze. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes You go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
60 average, 60 average. Rig alert, rig alert.
Willis, 4th down here. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check, check. Let's go now.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Shoves him aside, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19, go.
To throw, here's Willis. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Willis looking to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now 3rd down and very long.
Right in. Get it. Drop 60, drop 60. Get it.
Off play action. Henry rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On the jump.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready. 19 Lions. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
In motion is the tight end Gates.
Dragon 60.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw
Oh my
left side
God,
complete.
bro.
That's
Who has-
Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Emmitt Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
A final shot before break. Henry. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
If he would have caught that, that would have been
Sports.
crazy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 30.